Alright. Here's my contraption. You ready? So I got a metal one full of ice, followed by a glass one that both have been in the freezer. And then I stack them on top of each other as such, which then keeps it cold. Now what I'm gonna do is, since this is a speed run, I bought Neapolitan because I was like, do I really want to eat 6 vanilla ice cream sandwiches? And I don't think so. And nowhere in the rules does it say that I can't preemptively unpackage these. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm actually gonna go do something else real quick. I'll be right back after I finish unpackaging these. Pro move right here. This is why we have the contraption, so that they don't freeze in all this light. I've really thought this out. My other one didn't get accepted anyways, even though I've added Georgie, but like, she doesn't have like any DMs available on anything, so I was like, I don't know, you know? So I figure, you know, nobody's ran any of this in like 2 years anyways. And I figure rules are up to interpretation. You really are the most straight edge stoner I've ever met. That's very fair.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
I got offered weed. I got offered the weeds on the streets today. This guy was like, hey man, you got $1? And I was like, yeah, sure, man. And he's like, I got this cannabis. You want it? I was like, no, man, I can't. All right, so I do have semi-sensitive teeth, and that's really where it's scaring. And for a $2, we can check out the second one. All right, let's do this. All right, cream percent. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy,
Mmm.
this piece of
That was strawberry.
warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Your Majesty, Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai.
How can we help?
It is written, only Link can...
I forgot to the water.
Great, I'll grab my stuff.
There is no time. Your sword is enough.
It's very good.
How about a kiss?
I don't know the last time I had these.
Got to be kidding.
Squadala, we are off.
Wow, what are all those heads?
These
Starting chocolate.
are the faces of evil. You must conquer each.
I guess I'd better get going.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
Alright, let's half. Whoops, messed that up. That's normal. Get some of our... What the hell? Bad run, bad run. But you can't restart a cream percent run. Or I refuse to. We're gonna take this early death. Okay.
I am the reader, Ibo. If you bring me the book of Korodai, I will gladly read the secret verse.
Nom nom. Okay. So here's the thing. So Dio already knows about this. So there's a weird moment. And I don't know if this is really the rant I want to go on. I had it planned out. And I was like, you know what?
You're not afraid of dragons.
So are you?
Of course not.
Then get my necklace back from Gliarco.
But here's the thing, right?
Pretty please.
I had a weird moment. Actually, you know what we're going to talk about? Alright. So, John Oliver talked about it forever ago. I think it's a really interesting thing. It's like really fucking annoying. And so like a new interesting thing happened in the Navy about a year ago. So we had this big change happen.
Catch mighty dark
Wow, that was really good.
evil bout. Keep this lantern full. It'll
Um,
lead her away.
Thanks.
And
Not many.
which was a major change
There's drooling.
to our no shave and beard policy, which like people have been asking to do forever. And so the big change was basically, right, that you could have a beard if your religion stated you could, or if you would like break out really badly from, oh my god, go up the ladder.
Biggest crab I ever caught.
It's a goma.
You're pretty good. Here.
Thanks.
Keep going, boy. You're doing real well. Once you get rid of
Thanks, bud.
we can get back to fishing.
He might be my favorite NPC, honestly. He cares about one thing. He sticks to it. I'm here for it.
Gyras came straight from the crater till I boarded the vent. Used the skull for a latch and not one Gyras figured it out.
Alright. Whoops. Okay. That's fine. Alright. So, it was a big deal. It was like something that people have been asking for because it made us look unprofessional, right? So you'd have like, you break out, you go to medical and you'd be like, hey man, I break out and it really hurts when I shave. Can I like be approved to not shave? And they would be like, sure man, whatever, you know? Depending. Well, due to
Sorry, Link. I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little richer.
the really common,
Lamp oil, rope, bombs.
it's mostly, you see a lot of black men
As long as you
end up with no shave chit sense because of their hair, right? Their coarse hair that ends up growing in as facial hair. And it causes these breakouts that are problematic. And I didn't get lamp oil, so that's going to be interesting. Once again, low on the money. And so the Navy ended up changing their policy, which was nice because it was like, okay, cool. Now you can like make it look professional and look nice. Because, right, that's what you should look like. Like, that should be why these... Crap. There we go. But my big issue is, right, so we finally changed it. It's like this small thing, it doesn't matter really. And it's like we were fighting on whether or not, like, I'm just gonna die. Like, I get really irritated. And actually, so like there's a really good moment. I'm watching Space Force right now. This Steve Carell, actually he like did a lot of the writing and creation on it, which I was kind of surprised to find out on too. Oh my god, really? Sure. I'm not liking season 2 nearly as much as I like season 1. Which is unfortunate. But one of the things that they joke about is they have a character who's basically AOC, and she goes out and she's like, they're talking about their budget and like, why is it so much, right? Because like it's Space Force, like why are they spending so much money? And one of the things that she talks about is that they end up sending on one of their missions a orange to the moon. Oh god, Spearfall. Why? Because during every like resupply on like lunar stations or whatever, it's a NASA policy that they actually like research in which they get like one personal request. So we send one thing, and so one of the astronauts was like, I want an orange. And so they sent him an orange, and it cost, you know, the taxpayers $10,000, which is actually probably accurate, to get it. And they're like, why is this justifiable? And they basically say, right, and it's like they're like, her running thing is like, how do I tell my like what's the word that starts with a C that like politicians use? Right? Like her voters and the people that put her in office, right? Constituents. God, I'm having issues.
I may be old and ugly, but I still know a few tricks. Bring some grappleberries. I'll show you a good one.
And this isn't great. Constituents that are on food stamps, that I can't afford more food stamps for them in like the budget or whatever. Because
Look what has happened.
we're spending $10,000
when not moon nor
to send a orange up to space. Like, how justify that cause? And like, the thing is that like Steve Carell plays an idiot, right? Surprise, surprise. But at the end of the day, he actually plays a very redeemable character. And the big thing, and he goes on this thing on this ranch at Congress for his budget hearing with the Joint Chiefs. And he goes on this thing, and it's like, these astronauts are up in space where they're literally drinking their recycled urine, and they're eating powdered food, and they get 1 sense of home and Earth a month, and we spend it, and that person asked for an orange, and like, and like, we see a change in his character because like he doesn't correct one of the congressmen who's a flat earther originally, and then he like goes off on him, and it's like, it's about leadership that fucking cares, right? Like, that's the thing that matters. And so it's like, we had this moment, right, where like finally, like, my favorite admiral is Admiral Zumwalt, and I actually, like, my favorite like military leader is Admiral Zumwalt, and I have a lot of respect for him because he became CNO. He was the youngest CNO still to this day in history, and it's like, why do I care about this, right? The tub, the juices. Oh god, they're sticking together.
Fight and never cower, for his gloves
The glove of power.
Wow, thanks.
But Zumwalt did this crazy thing where he
How sweet.
he like believed in like direct notification. Oh my god, I did not realize like how she like
Not much.
called like Z-gram. So he, as an admiral, were like was talking to like sailors directly, and I did that thing again where I push up on the controller on accident, and the big thing that he cared about was like sailor morale, and he was like, if our sailors are happy, they will work harder, like, I guarantee it. And it was true, right? It ended up working out. And one of the big things that he did was like, he would like he authorized like beer, and like E7 he allowed sailors to like show up and leave the ship in civilian clothes, which was huge. And like, we still implement a lot of those things that just make like life easier and help you separate work from your personal life. And he really cared about sailors and making sure that their people mattered. And so like, we had this moment, right, where it was like, okay, cool beans, we're gonna we're gonna like allow beards, and we're gonna like let them be like shaped up if you have like these chits and everything. And then like, we had it for less than a year, And then all of a sudden we got this new guidance that's like written that is like
I'd say your chances are 1,000,000 to 9.
like you have to have this specific thing in your medical record and this and that. And like what it ended up coming down to and what very much comes off is basically like if you have the common reason that you're getting like a no shave chit, which is cause you're like like you break out from shaving, which once again is mostly black sailors, then you can't have it anymore. You can't shape up your beard, you can't do anything. It's like, why the like once again we have people who aren't making fucking decisions based off science. They're just making decisions based off whatever they feel and want to do. And then also like at what cost? Like why? Like what does this prevent? Like
Must be hardened with fire.
I was like, here's the thing, right? I know, like, I'll sit there and argue like dress codes to a certain extent because it was one of the things that helped me get through school. And it's just like, thank you. And it's just like, it's sitting there though, and it's like, why? Like, I just don't get it. And it's just like, I think we've really lost like this touch of like caring. And so like, it's like in that like weird moment of this fictional show, I was like, this guy's actually a good redeemable leader. And it's like a big deal. And
Feel the fire of war.
so
Oh my goodness, this is
it's very, very irritating to like have this thing that's going on and like well, always, right?
My hero! Won't you please jump across that little old chasm and cut my daddy's chains? Pretty please, have a heart.
It's just like the Navy's in a weird position right now where it's trying to like be a company
jump and cut these chains.
but also be the military.
Crazy. Thanks. Say, you have a fire diamond, don't you?
Sure.
And so it's like
Let me fix your sword.
we're building leadership. But part of the fucking thing that's annoying with leadership, and I see it all the time, is that like we're sitting here and like we're praising these people and like I see like the jokes about it and I actually really do approve of them. I like them a lot. And it's all the jokes that are like all that you gotta do to be like a successful leader and have your own company is wake up every morning at 5:30, do yoga, drink this smoothie, and then also have a rich daddy. Like I think they're hysterical, right?
Something spicy.
Because it's like it's such bullshit, right? Like that shit, like some of it like helps you and works, but it's like we build this like idea, and so it's like you have leaders that like listen. It's one of like the people that really pisses me off is Simon Sinek, right? That guy who like has no fucking like studies. I hate that guy. He's so fucking irritating. And it's like we give him this idea of leadership or whatever that because he's an observer, but really what he is a scammer. Like so many people love him, right? I know people who love him. And I'm like, why? And I feel like it's very much so. I lost so much time there.
Link for the main course.
And it's just like I know so many people, and it's like why? Like he's a scammer because he literally sat there, wasn't successful, was in advertising. He's a manipulator, right? He's a world-class manipulator. Because it's like, I'm not saying that everything that he says is wrong by any means, but like, we need to understand that this guy has never led, like, ever in his life. And we're putting him in these positions to like, I forgot to do that one. Whoops.
Help! Ganon froze the fountain. I'm stuck.
Where it's like, so he saw what needed to happen, right? He saw this, like, he saw an opportunity, right? And he moved in and took it, like, which is like what you're supposed to do, but like not with the qualifications or anything. He just sells things really good. He knows how to sell buzzwords, right? Like, that's my thing. That's like, scammer might not be the right word, but it really does. It's this guy who's selling shit with no, like...
Listen, such is the power of the Prince of Darkness that he can kill with a...
I'm not very full. I'm kind of fit.
Ganon will prove fruitless unless Link attacks with the sacred book.
Oh! Almost every motivational speaker is a scam in some way. I very much believe that. I don't know if they work. Did I ever tell you? Did I tell you the only motivational speaker in my high school that like made me feel weird, actually, on like a weird side tangent? This, like, we had so many random ass motivational speakers, man, and it was like,
before you face the foul,
we had like Broncos show up.
you must
Oh,
conquer Fortress Central, where the treasure of
Take a
knowledge
pan.
is hidden. Bring it to me. Be gone.
Like turn into a burrito. And then we had other guys, like we had like the Moms Against Drunk Driving, you know, and unless you ascribe some type of value to what they're saying, yeah.
Hey, Zelda, wake up!
What? Link? You've saved me!
I think, no, I'm not saying, like I said, I don't think he's like an idiot. I just really do think that he is like, I just don't think he has a lot of base. He says a lot of shit that, because right, I read Leaders Eat Last, and it was that same thing. It was half a book. And it's really the, like, because I think like he has the book on like Ask Why. I think that's a good one. But I think maybe it is that one. No, it is that one. That's the book where he like, no! Oh my god, I accidentally spammed. Yo, Surplex, hello! Welcome on in. Start with why. Yo! Jackal Squad Raid, what is up? Welcome on in, everybody. I'm currently doing a cream percent run. Yeah, well, thank you for the shout out. That's my last Sammy. There we go, I ate all 6 Sammys. Cleared the plate. If anybody's interested. Sorry, I'm like eating and trying to go on a rant. There's so much going on. I very much do appreciate you. What were you playing? Breath of the Wild? Heck yeah. This is a little bit of a different quality of a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild. These are the games that were released for the Philips CDI. And they're masterpieces. And then if you guys don't know what Cream Percent Run is, Cream Percent has 3 requirements. Number 1 requirement, beat the video game as fast as you can. I'm gonna save those for Ganon's Tower. Video game requirement number 2, consume 6 ice cream sandwiches or an entire can of whipped cream for every hour that the game exists, or that you're playing. So my current PB is like, what did we just get? Like 25.49.
I spy with my eyes.
So in 25 minutes, I have to consume 6 sandwiches, which we did. Whoops, I missed that hit. I started moving early. I thought it hit me already. This is gonna be awkward. This is not what I want.
I will not.
Yeah, it's like 25.49. So I have cheat. Right, only 1 hour exists in this run. So which we're actually getting near the end of. And so that's the second requirement. I've done the, so last time I did a cream percent run, I did a Katana Zero. That sounds like something else. Yes.
At last, you have the vision to find my house. You will see the
I did the can of whipped cream, so I was like, all right, let's do the ice cream sandwiches. So some of you walked in, and I was finishing the last bites of the last ice cream sandwich, and then the last requirement, as you can see above me, is that you must go on a passionate rant about something. So we've been going off about motivational leaders and leadership in general, and really my biggest concern and like the thing that really pisses me off in leaders, and like I do joke, right? Because like Simon Sinek's book is like start with why, and like
no, you must die.
like legitimately the reason like literally before seeing his book or knowing anything of it, right, that is always the thing I tell my sailors. And like I'm like, start with why. Like, why are you doing this thing? Like, what is your purpose and what is your goal? And then like, why are we doing this? And like, you gotta find those answers so you can move up from there, right? Like, that is legitimately the most important. Don't kill me! No! Oh god, I actually don't know how to get up without a rope. And I used both of them right there. Okay, this might be problematic. This game, man. Why do this? Why? Undodgeable enemies. Alright, I guess we're gonna go buy a rope and go back through Ganon's castle. That sucks. That really kills it. But that's okay. No matter what, we're getting a guaranteed world record unless one of you guys want to challenge me. Right now. I'll race you. You want to challenge me? Let's go, punk. But, it's just like, I think some of it's good, but I think the biggest thing that I like really get off on most of these is, like motivational speakers, and especially these guys that talk about leadership, is that this understanding of one, that the entire millennial generation is currently part of the workforce. Every single one of us, right? The youngest millennial is 25 years old and the oldest millennial is sitting in their 40s. Like that's insane, right? So to sit here and be like, oh, they're all these like kids and they're lazy or whatever is absolutely ludicrous, because we're talking about 25 to 40-year-old people, and it's like, why are we like this?
I will make your face the greatest in Korodai, or else you will.
And I find him doing that, right? He talks about millennials when he really should be talking about Zoomers, right? And it's just like,
No, not into the pit.
yeah, I know. But like, he went on his TED Talk and then kept selling that book, because he was a TED Talk on talking about that in Superplex. Totally get it, appreciate it.
Well done, Link. Ganon is once again imprisoned. Come. Look, already Korodai is returning to.
When was that? That was like
Birds are
6-7 years ago.
beautiful.
Which even then, right, your youngest was in the workforce, which was the point, right? Your youngest are in the workforce and they're all lazy and this, and you gotta understand that mommy and daddy bailed them out of everything. And it's like, I won! There is our cream percent time, 27:33. Holy cow. Like, and then, oh yeah, because right, yeah, because like the youngest, it's just like, it was so irritating. And like, Leaders Eat Last came out in like 2012, so a decade ago too. I guess it was just like the hype a decade ago, and like I get irritated with these people. And so it's just like, that's the thing. Oh my god. I'm probably gonna regret this, right? Eating 6 ice cream sandwiches in under 27 minutes. Ah! Oh, we did it. I thought that this would be the perfect category and game to do this, because it was like, oh, there's plenty of time in which you're just not doing anything. So like my brain naturally is like, what should I do at this time? And naturally it's eat ice cream sandwiches. But oh my god. Tiny Cat, welcome on into the raid. Superplex, thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy your food. Oh my goodness.